right there. Real quick, I appreciate you coming down. I'm not going to hold you here too long. I'm Detective Kine. I don't think I've ever had the chance of meeting you before.
No.
And under the circumstances, like I said, it's you've probably seen what happened on TV. You see what's going on in the news media. You've probably seen the parking lot incident and things of that nature. Real quick, just do understand as a sheriff's office, what we have to do is just give a fair and impartial investigation to just uncover the truth, okay? So, you probably heard some things that you told me on the phone. You, like the other guys that were there, you know, could be a little bit nervous because the way the media is portraying it as you guys failed to do certain things. They didn't catch the entire incident. They catch 5 to 6 seconds of it and then, you know, make their determination. But what we want to do is give you an opportunity just to, I'll ask you a couple of questions just to see exactly what we saw on the video. And I'm guessing you saw the video as well, or what your portion was.
Yeah.
So like I said, we'll do that and then we'll get you out of here. Fair enough?
Sure.
All right, I appreciate it. And we're not putting you under oath or anything like that. You're not the subject officer. You're just a witness. And we just want to determine exactly from your standpoint what exactly you had an opportunity of viewing. And it's K.H. Chastain, correct?
Correct, yes.
How long you been on, sir?
Full-time 7 years.
Okay. And your ID was?
66535.
Who do you work for?
Sergeant Russell.
Matt Russell?
Matt Russell.
Oh, okay. Sarge. I used to sit next to him in burglary.
Really? He's a good guy.
Yeah, we're
Like
both
him.
New Yorkers.
I like him.
In Zone 4, right?
Correct.
You work on blue or gold?
Gold.
Okay. Watch.
4.
And gold. I'll take it back to the incident, which was last Wednesday, the 27th of April. How did you make it down to the jail at that particular time?
I was transporting, I guess, Marquita Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
We had, me and Officer Brian Norton had gone to get warrant cards, and we went and picked her up on a warrant.
Gotcha. So you transported her down. When you get downtown, was there anything abnormal, or did you just see the normal crowd?
It was busy.
It was busy that day.
It was busy and crowded.
Okay. How long did you get there? Did you have to wait before your Miss Lewis was booked?
I'm trying to remember what. Obviously, it was later on in the afternoon. I can't remember what time it was.
Right.
But it seems like, because I've been down there 3 times that day, 3 or 4 times, and
Okay.
it seemed like we were waiting quite a long time.
Gotcha.
I don't remember how long though.
Okay.
I have to check my log.
No problem. You had an opportunity to see the female in question, Miss Martinez, there,
Yes.
handcuffed.
Yes.
Can you describe her from what you recall from the jail, not necessarily from the video?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm trying to play everything back in my mind.
Yes, sir.
You know, to I could tell it seemed like she was intoxicated.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, it seemed like she was kind of up and down and.
Like standing up and down, or you mean up and down in emotions?
Well, I was up and down, standing up and moving around. But it seemed like there was a lot of prisoners. I couldn't even remember which one I had at the time.
Okay.
So, but beyond that, it was just normal. I wasn't really paying attention to it.
I got you. Did you ever hear her in a heated conversation or an emotional conversation with the officer in question, which was Officer Borisati? Do you know him?
Sort of.
Okay.
When I got there, I recognized him. I think even when I first walked up next to him, because he was a recruit. He trained out in Zone 4.
Gotcha.
But I couldn't even remember who his FTO was at the time.
Right.
I later found out and remembered him.
Okay.
But so I just.
So you just knew of him from seeing him in Zone 4, but don't know him personally?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
no. So, I mean, I just basically asked him how he was doing and where he was at and stuff like that, and that was
Gotcha.
it.
Gotcha. Did you see him having a heated conversation with her at any time?
Not that I recall. I
Right.
mean, no, not until the actual incident, I guess.
Right.
But not because I know they were there when I got there, but I don't know how long they had been there prior to me getting
Gotcha.
there. So
So now you're standing, and I'm just going to recall from the video. You're next to a CSO guy.
yeah, I'm standing over there next to the right,
Right.
because I think Borsage was to my left, so
Yes.
I was to his right. You know, as normal, waiting to figure out who all's checked in, who hasn't
Gotcha.
checked in, and I don't remember if Marquita had gone in at that time.
Right.
But so I was sitting there talking to the CSO,
Okay.
finding out, talking to him, hey, when you guys coming out here, we really need you,
Right.
and this and that. So I was just kind of talking to him for a little bit, and Andres, which I couldn't remember who he was initially, but
right.
and later realizing who he was. So just talking to them for a little bit, and that was it. I'm just talking and minding, going about waiting on my
Right.
prisoner to be trained.
Did you ever hear the commotion?
All I remember is I saw her at one point stand up, and it's like she turned like this, like she
Right. was
was complaining about, and I couldn't hear her. I mean,
Right.
the noise in there, you can't hear anything. And I was assuming maybe she was complaining about her cuffs being too tight.
Okay.
But that was an assumption. And I know that Borsades said something to her, but I couldn't hear what he said. But beyond that, and then she walked, like a short time after that is when she walked over into the area where we were.
Right.
And then he pushed her back.
Right.
I mean, he pushed her back, and I mean, I was to the point where the little alcove or
Right,
whatever,
exactly. Where
and
the trash can is.
the
Yep.
monitors and stuff, you can't. I thought he was just pushing her back. Hey,
Right.
stay back against the
here.
wall.
I got you. Yep.
And then, at that point, I glanced over, and I did see a leg,
Right.
like she did try to kick him.
Right.
But she didn't kick him. I don't think I don't know. I mean, I
Right.
saw her leg come out, and then he went back at her, which I thought he was just
Pushing her
again
back.
keeping her. Hey, stay down.
Right.
I mean, it happens.
Right. I got you.
And then at that time, I believe Andres was walking over there, and he walked up to him and came back, and then Borisades comes back over. In a couple minutes, he's over on his cell phone. The correction sergeant was inside going, this and that. And then all the COs were sitting in there looking around the video thinking, what just happened?
So you had never even seen the punching or anything
No.
of that nature?
I didn't even know until an officer, I think it was either the next day or the day after, I heard about the video that he punched. I said, what? Until I saw the video, I said, no way. I mean, I didn't.
So you never even seen it?
No,
Okay.
I thought he was just pushing her back
So
down
basically,
the stand.
and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't want to put words in your mouth. So we all know the jail, right? So if you basically, it's like if you're at the end of that table, just to say this is the silver portion where you slide all your stuff to the COs, and then you have, like you said, like the little corner or the alcove, and then back here would be the trash can and the wall. And I see where you were standing. You were standing over here by a CSO. So, and Andres walks in front of you, I think.
Yeah.
So basically, when you look through, because if you do look through the glass, you do see the two monitors for the correction officers to pull up dockets, and then and then there's some glass. So you just kind of happen to see the top portion of her body, and then a foot come out.
Yeah, I couldn't even. All I could see is from below.
Right.
It looked like a foot come out, and he kind of backed away. So I don't know if she was. I don't know where she was at that point because I couldn't see her.
Right.
That's why I moved to my left
Right.
after the fact because I couldn't see.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So once again, you never saw the punches.
No.
And the next thing you know is You see a foot come out. You see Borsade walk back over. You see Andres walk over there, and then you see her on the ground.
Yeah, but she had, like I said, I mean, she was
up and down.
She had, from what I remember, she had been on the ground before.
Right. It
seems like. I mean, and I say, I mean, I play this over in my mind, and I don't know. That's just my interpretation of it. I don't. You'd have to review the video to see if that actually happened.
Absolutely, and that's what we're trying to do is we're trying to get.
I wasn't paying attention to other people's stuff. I
mean, it's totally understandable. But what it is what we have to do is we have to ask the question: did you see?
Sure.
If you did see, because our biggest thing is we just want to make sure you didn't see. Correction, that you did see or did not see, and that you failed to act or you did not act because you didn't realize what had transpired, and that's understandable. So, and that was just the question, because I know what everyone is saying in the media. Oh, you had all these officers standing. When all officers are standing, like you said, you're talking to a CSO, you're talking to Andres. You're not kind of paying attention. You keep your suspect at a distance, because a lot of times you're trying to get up to, like you described it to me, you're getting up to the window to want to make sure, hey, have you gone already? Have you gone? Because you notice the guys who were there before you, and then just to be able to see where I can line up and get my paperwork and stuff like that. So that's understandable. Is there anything else that you can think of that I did not ask you that you want to inform us of?
Not that I can.
When you seen Borsadi on the phone, was he? Do you know who he was calling? Was he calling the supervisor?
No, I mean, at that point, I'm thinking, did something just happen?
Right.
I assumed maybe he was calling a supervisor, because I wasn't. Again, all I saw was the foot, so I didn't know. Okay, did she actually kick him?
Right.
Or at another time, is he going to be adding another charge to her? I didn't know what was going on,
because you couldn't see the foot going up or down. You just know. I looked over and I see a foot.
I just saw a foot, like she was trying to kick him.
Right.
But again, I couldn't tell if that's, and then, like I said, I thought he just was pushing her back, said, stay, stop, and just, but
did you ever get close enough to her to determine if she had alcohol on her breath?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, I never.
But you're just saying her actions appeared that she was probably intoxicated.
Just from her actions,
okay.
Yes. I mean, I never asked him I didn't even know what she was there for.
Yeah, you were more asking him, hey, how you doing in training? Where you at?
Yeah.
Stuff. I got you. I got you.
No idea.
Well, hey, sir, I totally appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
So now I guess wait for internal then.